Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This will be the fourth update, I believe, for my 2019 Pan That palette and my baby Pan That palette. So, I'll start off with the baby Pan That palette. I'll show you what it looked like last update. And not much has changed. This is what it looks like now. This is a Clinique Duo, a very, very old one. This used to be my mom's. I don't know if she's ever used it, but I found it in her bathroom and I took it. Anyways, so this is the shade Starry Rose, and this is Fawn Satin. I haven't used it a ton, but I have used it. I use Fawn Satin a lot more than I use Starry Rose. Fawn Satin, okay, these shadows are very old and the quality is not great, but Fawn Satin is definitely better than Starry Rose. The pigment on Starry Rose is very sheer. However, I do feel like as I use Fawn Satin more, the pigment does get better. So like under that top layer of like really dry product, it definitely gets better. But yeah, so minimal progress on this, but some. But the most exciting part is Pan That palette. I am panning the Naked 3 palette, and I will show you what it looked like last update. And for most people, this wouldn't be the most exciting progress, but for me, it's very exciting because last update I did not have any pan on any shade, and this is what my palette looks like now. So, super exciting if I do say so myself. First, okay, look at this pan on that shade. That's a lot. Now granted, I do use it to set my primer almost every time I do my makeup. So, and sometimes I use it to highlight my brow bone and inner corner as well. So, it makes sense that I would have good pan on it. It just took a while, but I'm finally there. And I also have pan on dust. Oops. Can you see that? There we go. There's a little bit of pan right there. I don't know if you can see the dip in there as well. I did dig out a chunk of that and I mixed it in with my infallible highlight for this. Little contour bits I'm sure just fell all over in there, but it's fine. I'll separate it later. Anyways, so I did mix some of dust in with that. Although I was kind of disappointed because when I did that, I still didn't hit pan on dust. And like I felt like I put a lot in there. But I started using it just as an inner corner highlight and really just focusing on that dip that I had taken the chunk out. And eventually I did hit pan. So that's awesome. And my newest pan is Limit, as you can see right there. That took me forever, you guys. Like, the mattes in here are super hardly pressed. Like, so hard pressed. It took me forever. I use that shade, like, every single time I use this palette, I swear. That's my transition shade. I use it so much. and I literally hit pan on it like a couple weeks ago. Right now it is November. It is November 16th, and it took me so long to hit pan, but I'm so happy that I finally did. And then the fourth shadow that I hit pan on, guys, I'm so happy. Like, granted, like, I've been working on this for like, a year, almost a year, and like, Jessica Lee managed to finish her palette along with many other eyeshadows. And you guys, I don't cheat on my palette. Like, I kid you not, for this entire year, well, almost the entire year, like, there have been a couple occasions where I've used other shadows, but probably like less than half a dozen times. But other than that, I've been using this palette or my Baby Pan palette. And this is my progress. I don't know how Jessica Lee does it. Like, I know that she says that she wears makeup every day, which I'm sure is a big part of it, but like, goodness gracious. Anyways, that's besides the point. Limit. I have pan right there. I used this in my brows, and I also used it as a crease color. And then once I hit pan, I realized that like the super precise brow brush that I was using, like, I don't know, it wasn't obviously, like, when I hit pan, when I put my brush in there, I was hitting pan. And it's a very like there's not really much of a dip around it, so I don't know, it was kind of awkward. So I just started in a new spot, like right there, you can see, and I wanted to try to hit pan again in a second spot. I have not done that, but maybe I can do that before the end of the year. As for lid shades, I don't really have a go-to lid shade. I don't know, I really hop around quite a bit. Usually I'll go for either a Liar or Buzz? No. I don't remember what this shade is called. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember what this shade is called. These two, for Limit and this third shade, the names have rubbed off. Anyways, I can't remember what it's called right now. But usually I'll go for that one or Liar for the lid. Not always, but usually. Sometimes I go for Buzz. Today I'm using Trick, but I don't really have any good dips in any of them. For lid shades, my biggest dip is probably in this one, but there's not really a dip. I do have a bit of a dip in Dark Heart. I don't feel like you guys can really tell. Oh, maybe you can. That looks better. So yeah, there is a dip in Dark Heart. I guess apparently most people's are called Black Heart, but mine says Dark Heart. You can read it right there. It says Dark Heart. I don't know why my palette says Dark Heart. I know when I watched Jessica pan hers last year, I thought she was saying it wrong for like all these updates, and then like she showed a close-up in one of her updates, and like it said Black Heart. It did. So I'm like, oh, she wasn't saying it wrong like every single time. So yeah, I don't know why mine says Dark Heart instead of Black Heart. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. I'm so happy that I can finally show you guys some significant progress on that. It's taken so long. Next year, I'm definitely gonna go with probably a drugstore palette of some sort with a softer formula and just with less product. I'm really thinking about my e.l.f. palette, the smaller one that I had in last year's Help Me Choose my palette, that video I had, I don't know, it was at the beginning of this year. So there was 4 palettes I was like considering. It was the Naked 3, my NYC palette, and 2 e.l.f. palettes. I'm definitely considering that e.l.f. palette again, just because I already have some significant pan on it, for one, and 2, the shades were pretty easy to pan, so they weren't super pigmented. I could build them up a lot. Yeah, so, but I don't know. I also kind of want to stick to the Fantastic Ladies theme. I'm not part of the Fantastic Ladies. Facebook is not my thing, and I'm not gonna start getting involved with Facebook solely for the purpose of joining the Fantastic Ladies. I mean, I love them. I love watching their videos and stuff on YouTube. I don't really do much on Instagram either, but I pretty much just stick to YouTube. But I'm not part of the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group. However, I do still want to pick a palette that follows their theme. With that being said, I don't know what the theme is. I don't know if they've announced it yet. From what it sounds like, they haven't, but even when they do, I won't be able to tell, I don't think. Or like, I know I won't be able to tell because I'm not part of the group unless they like announce it outside of Facebook somewhere. But this year I did kind of like unintentionally follow the theme. This year's theme was Pan as Old as Time. This is one of my oldest palettes. My makeup collection started on my 15th birthday. So like I didn't have any makeup until my 15th birthday, and I got this on my 15th birthday. I did get a few hand-me-down palettes too, so those would technically be older than this, but they, from the point that they were in my possession, they're all like the same age, I guess. So this is one of my oldest palettes. So I did like unintentionally follow the Fantastic Ladies theme this year, but I would like to follow their theme again next year. I don't know if I will or not, because I really can't get that e.l.f. palette out of my brain. I think that'd be nice to work on. It's also a lot more neutral. I mean, this is a very neutral palette, but they're all pink neutrals. I'm really craving some, boring browns, I suppose. So, anyways, I don't know. I'll just have to see. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!